Hey guys, this week's redemption video is going to be just a little bit different. This week, we're going to talk about just a little bit about how to play. I'm actually not going to go through the rules today. What I'm going to do is I have starter decks that were graciously provided to me through Three Lions Gaming. You saw the advertisement at the beginning of the video. Definitely check them out. One of the many great places where you can purchase redemption cards. But these were provided to me from Three Lions to make some videos about how to play redemption. So we're going to start off by going through the card types that are in the starter decks, because this is what most people will start with. There'll be another video going through the rules and another video going through some of the other card types and some videos actually going through some games. But like I said, today we're just going through card types. So we're going to start off with the I guess the main card type of the whole game, because this is the point of the game, is to rescue lost souls. So you have these lost soul cards that you're making rescue attempts over. And you have just generic, regular, well, I say generic, but generic is actually a term in this game that means something. But you have regular lost souls that do not have abilities. And then you have other lost souls that do have abilities. This lost soul in particular, whenever it's rescued from your territory, you can search your deck or you search your discard pile and pull out a hero. So a hero that maybe had gotten defeated before, you can use this card to get that hero back. So that can be very useful, you can see. So most of the lost souls in this deck have no abilities, but there is one that does have an ability. And just in case you're interested, this is the I deck from the I and J starter decks. So each deck is at least 50 cards at 50 to 56, I think. I'll get more into the specifics of building decks later too. But you have to have a certain amount of lost souls. If you increase your deck, you have to have more lost souls for a certain amount of cards. So the smallest decks have 7 lost souls. Another restricted card in your deck are dominant cards. And you can have good dominance and evil dominance. And they are very, very powerful cards. They can be played just about at any time during the game. There are a couple times when you cannot play a dominant, but just about any time you can play it. And this is an example. Angel of the Lord, discard an evil character. That is a battle winner right there. If you make a rescue attempt, they block with an evil character, and you go, bam, their evil character is gone. You win. You win that rescue attempt. Battle winner. So these dominants are very powerful. This is a successful block. They make a rescue attempt with one character. You block. You don't even have to block. Just bam. Christian martyr. Discard a hero. Gone. So their rescue attempt fails. Son of God negates and rescues the lost soul. Bam. You get one. There's some other cards that make this even more, where you can rescue 2 lost souls, or there are cards that make it even more powerful. But these are very powerful cards, and they're limited. As you can see, there are only 4 in this deck, and each one of them is different. So you can't have multiple copies of the same card. You can't have 4 copies of Son of God. They're very restricted, but really good cards. Then we have the good guys, the heroes, and we start off, we got a few angels. This deck is built around angels and disciples. So we have Gabriel, Legion of Angels, Angel at Bethesda, and Gathering Angel. So let me set those down. On your heroes, the things to take note of, you have your box up here that has your strength and your basically defense. So your power and defense. They come into play when you're battling, when you're making a rescue attempt. So we'll get into that more when we do rescue attempt, but those are important. The cross is signifying that this is a hero. Just like on, you notice on these cards, there's a lamb and it's multicolored. Lamb means that is a dominant. On the evil dominants, they have a reaper. So reaper and lamb are dominants. Heroes are all crosses. Then you have the name. You have the artwork, border, identifiers down here. So Gabriel is also a prophet. Certain cards target prophets or use prophets. They can apply to Gabriel. Oh, and the color. Gabriel is a silver hero. So enhancements, you can only use silver enhancements or multicolor enhancements on Gabriel. You can't use a purple enhancement on Gabriel because it's not his brigade. And then down here you have your special ability, if your card has one. You have the verse of the card and the reference of the verse, the artist, and all that. So the reference for this verse, it's Luke 1:19, which is New Testament. So Gabriel is a New Testament hero. There are cards that target just New Testament or Old Testament heroes. So that's also important to know. So you have your strength and your defense, your brigade, your identifiers, your special ability, and Old Testament, New Testament. There may even be some cards that target specific book references. So your verse reference is also important. So if we look over here at Legion of Angels, stronger, 12-12. Silver Brigade as well. There's another icon on here. This is Warrior class. This means that if you have and we'll get to enhancements in a minute, but if you have a weapon class enhancement, you can play that on him outside of a rescue attempt. Normally, you can only play enhancements during a rescue attempt or a battle challenge, but Warrior class you can play outside of that when they're just in your territory. So, like I said earlier, generic. He is generic. That means you can have more than one copy of him in play at the same time. And then he's a New Testament hero. This one, also generic. Angel. Smaller numbers, which can be helpful. We'll talk about that later too when we get into initiative and stuff. John is a New Testament. Gathering of Angels. Most angels are probably going to be New Testament. There might be some Old Testament ones, but your brigade, strength, defense, generic, and all that stuff. So then we also have some purple heroes. I won't go into depth in them because this is just a basic run through, but just different brigade, same idea. So Peter, Andrew, James, and John. Then we have our enhancements. These, like I said, are usually played during a rescue attempt or battle challenge unless they have the weapon class that can be played on a character or territory class, which means it can be played in your territory. So this one can be played outside of a rescue attempt. You can just say, I'm going to play Angelic Guidance, and I'm going to use its special ability to look at my opponent's hand and search my deck for a silver card. So if I play at my territory, the numbers up here don't matter. They have no matter at all. No effect on anything. As if I play it during a battle, rescue attempt or battle challenge, then these numbers would add to my hero's strength and toughness, I think is the word. I've been saying defense, but I think it's toughness. So those numbers would add to that during a rescue attempt or battle challenge. If I play at my territory, those numbers don't mean anything. We just use the special ability. Special ability also takes effect during a battle challenge or rescue attempt. So another territory class, same idea. A one that you would just play in a battle, which lets you discard an evil character. Pretty good one. There's another one. But we don't have any weapon class in here. So this one can be played on a purple or silver. So this we could play on any of our heroes in this deck, which makes it versatile. It's got decent numbers up here, 2, 3. Negate and discard the last evil enhancement played in battle. Very useful. They play something that has an effect you don't like, then you just play this card and it goes away. So then we have purple enhancements. Just skim through these. A couple more territory class. And then we have a multicolor. This can be played on any brigade. So silver, purple, any other brigade that you have. The multicolor, very nice to have. And then we have evil characters. So evil characters you use to block. Heroes you use to make rescue attempts. The evil characters will try to keep the rescue attempt from being successful. Same sort of idea. The dragon signifies that it's an evil character. It has strength and toughness, name, identifiers, and a special ability. And see, Judges, this is an Old Testament evil character. So Old Testament stuff would affect this card. So same sort of idea. Ishbibanob is a warrior class. So he can hold one weapon class enhancement. And I'm actually going to skip ahead because I know that there is a weapon class. There's a few weapon class enhancements here. Like his spear, which adds 5. So he's an 8-12. So that would make him a 13-12. It would boost his strength pretty good. And he would hold that in battle and out of battle. Now, the special ability only takes effect when you play it. But in this case, and there are some confusing things in Redemption as well, and we'll get into that a little bit later as also. But this ability says you may discard this card to underdeck a hero. So at any time, or maybe it's just in a battle, but it would make sense to use this in a battle. So you go into battle with him to block. You discard this card and say your hero that's blocking, put him under your deck. Bam. Instant block. So that's basically the type of cards in this deck. So that's 6 different types of cards. There are other types of cards that I will get into in a later video, but I'll just go through these, let you see which. We have giants in here. 3 giants. And then we have some brown evil characters. So then our enhancements, we're going to have black, and we're going to have brown, and we're going to have a multicolor territory class. So that's just a basic rundown of the card types in the starter deck. Get into it a little bit more in depth. Probably the next video we'll go through how, like the rules and actually how to play. But take some time, get used to what cards look like what the identifiers stand for and all that. And thank you guys for watching this video. And I hope it was a little informative at least. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next tutorials. And I'll talk to you guys next time.